going on, man? You already know who it is, man. It's me, the one and only, man. I'm back. Listen, man, before I even get into it, man, I just want to thank y'all. We just hit over 3,000 subscribers, man. Look, man, hey, y'all could be anywhere in the world. I'll put it up on my community wall. You know, I don't know if some of y'all got a chance to see that. If you didn't, you might want to go and look at it. Look, man, we just hit over 3K subscribers, man. I'm so happy about that, man. Road to 4,000 is starting, man. I don't know if y'all noticed, man, but I always have my counter right there, just so y'all know. That's really not even for me. That's really for y'all. That's for y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep this family growing, man. This community growing. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me. And I appreciate the fuck out of y'all for that. So today, we got another highly requested video, man. It's Dave Chappelle, the reason why terrorists won't take black people as hostages, man. So listen, man, Dave Chappelle is a genius of comedy, man. He's put his time in, and he's one of my favorites, man. You know, I'm one of those types of people that can watch comedy routines all day long and not get tired of them. I appreciate the art form, which is comedy, man. I love to laugh, you know what I mean? And Dave Chappelle definitely makes me do that, man. I was a fan of the Chappelle show growing up, and you know, it just something about Dave Chappelle, man, it's just fucking hilarious. So we're gonna check this out, man. A lot of y'all been telling me to watch it. I don't know from what comedy special this is from, but you know, hey, y'all want me to check it out, so I check it out. Before I do it though, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button. And I don't even know if I'm even recording this motherfucker. Oh man, that's crazy. So we just gonna hop into it, man, and we just gonna do without further ado, man. All right, let's do it.
One time racism saved my life, man. I was on a plane. I was coming from overseas, and I don't know how this guy got a machine gun on the plane, but he stood up, man. He said, "Everybody, get on the fucking ground! Nobody look at my face!" I started freaking out.
Yeah.
Because he was Chinese. I was like, why is he talking like that?
Yeah.
He was screaming and crying.
Now, see, here's the thing about that, right? He said that, like, when he was saying that joke about him being Chinese, right? A lot of people thought that, obviously, because of what happened in 9/11 and everything that happened, at that, you know, when that went down, a lot of people thought just like what I thought, right? Like he was talking about somebody who may have been, you know, from, you know, the Middle East or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So he know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like he's a genius is all I'm gonna say. You know, he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing. I think a good comedian can cross boundaries without being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Only the great comedians can do that, because there are some comedians that will take it there and are just super disrespectful. They don't give a fuck who they step over. As long as the joke is funny, I don't give a fuck who cares about it, you know. And then there's people who, you know, now don't get me wrong, Dave Chappelle can get like that. He can just say shit and not give a fuck who he pisses off. But you know, this is a funny part about it. I like that.
Man, I was the only brother on the plane. Well, I thought I was the only brother. I looked over. There was one other black dude. He was from Nigeria. I looked over at him. He was looking right in my face, man. He didn't say two words to me. He just looked at me. He was like... He didn't need to talk. I knew just what he was talking about. I looked right back at him. I was like... Some white dudes on the front of the plane seen us. They were like, "Oh my God. I think those black guys are gonna try to save us."
Nah. Hell no. Yo. Hell no, we ain't saving you. First of all, we don't even know you. And second of all, man, it's just a common thing amongst black people. Like, we just know things. We know things, right? In a situation like that, where they're gonna take hostages, right? Like a lot of times in these type of situations, whether it's a bank robbery, you know, or some type of, you know, situation where hostages are involved, 9 times out of 10, especially in America, black people just don't make for good hostages. They just don't. They just don't. Those of y'all that understand will understand. Those of y'all that don't, hey, listen, it's I could go into depth about it, but I'm not even going to do that in this video. You just got to understand, all right? You just got to get where we coming from.
We were just communicating that we understood the situation. We were both seeing the same thing. What we understood was simple. Terrorists don't take black hostages.
I told you, man.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
I have yet to see one of us on the news reading a hostage letter and shit. They is treating us good. We all chilling and shit. I'd like to give a shout out to Ray Ray and Big Steve and send some Newport.
But that's what I just said. That's exactly what I just said, man. They just don't make for good hostages, man. You're not going to get anything for it. You know what I'm saying? You could take a child, since we're talking about race, a lot of times, authorities will respond to, like I said, kids, women, particularly, Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? Black people just don't, they just don't fare well in the trading market. They just don't, they just don't, man.
You're not going to see it. And terrorists are smart. They know what they're doing there, They terrorists. They know black people's bad bargaining chips.
They are.
They called the White House. Hello? We have got 5 black. Hello? You'd be back.
Oh, shit.
I was thinking, man, this is an election year. I'm going to ask you, you're a white guy, do you know who you're voting for yet? Don't know, do you?
He knows.
See that? You see what just happened here? Let me tell you something. That is a cultural thing. He knows who he's going to vote for. He's just not going to tell me.
Hey, facts, yo. That's facts, man. I'm sorry. Listen, bro. Especially, listen, when it comes to black people, right, and voting and all that kind of stuff, listen. This is not a political channel. I ain't even going to get into politics like that, but when it comes to black people, from what he's talking about, black people could just openly talk about politics and it really not be a big deal, because we know if you really understand America and you really understand what, America has been about, for decades, you understand that voting hasn't really helped us systematically in a long time, okay? So it doesn't apply to us anyway, okay? Whereas with other people, their vote really matters to them. You know what I'm saying? And they tend to hold their politics a little bit close to the vest. And so, it's funny with him talking about it. Like, it's some true shit, man. It's some real stuff that goes into these comedy routines. It's not just all jokes. Like, what makes a joke funny is how true it is, and how true it can translate into real life. Come on, man.
See, I've noticed that. That is a cultural thing.
Yeah.
White people do not like to talk about their political affiliations. It's a secret. You ever ask a white guy who's voting for you? Hey, Bob, who are you going to vote for? Dave, whoa. Take it easy now. Take it easy. So anyway, I was fucking my wife in her ass, right? And I mean, it was something else. Yeah. But who are you voting for? Dave, come on with the voting. I'm trying to tell you about fucking my wife. You're asking me all these personal questions.
It matters to them, man. It matters to these people. It does. It does, man. It does.
They don't like to divulge that information because it matters to them. Black people talk about that shit. Black people will openly talk about politics. Black people will openly talk about beating up politicians and shit.
Yeah.
If I see George Bush, I'll kick his motherfucking ass for cutting my Medicaid.
Oh shit.
Just say it. But there's a reason for that. Because it matters more for that. It matters more. Black people see even when I vote, right? Which I don't. But even when I like think about like who I would vote for, right? I don't even look at their political policies. I just look at their character. You know what I'm saying now? You gotta read, no, I'm serious. You gotta read between the lines. Like, you know, you look at Clinton, and black people like Clinton. Because we've seen him on the campaign. I saw one thing on the campaign trail. He actually just picked a black baby up and kissed him. Come here, you little nigger baby. Mwah!
Oh, shit.
I like that.
Oh, shit.
He did not hesitate or nothing.
Crazy part is, man, a lot of people, you know, obviously, listen, like I said, I ain't even going to get into the whole politics with y'all. Y'all can have that discussion down in the comments below. Y'all can go to town down there. I check the comments, but listen, you know, if y'all start getting out of pocket down there, then listen, I might have to just cut them off for this video. But yeah, you know, a lot of people they consider Clinton to be the first black president. I'm not one of those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people. But a lot of there's some older black people that consider him the first black president. I don't subscribe to that shit. That's not me.
You see George Bush Jr., he be there, ugh. Like, see, I'd never vote for George Bush Jr., but I don't know George Bush Jr.'s politics. The only thing I know about George Bush Jr. is that guy sniffed cocaine. That's right. Now, listen, we cannot have that shit in the White House. That might be fine for a mayor, but goddamn it, not in the White House. Not in the White House. You know what I'm saying? The stakes are too high in the White House.
Now, for those of y'all that don't understand why the crowd is like clapping the way they're clapping, so when he said it might be fine for a mayor, he was talking about, you know, a while ago, there was a mayor of D.C. His name was Marion Barry. And he got caught up on some cocaine charges. You know, I think it was, he pretty much got found out, like I think he was on videotape, you know, and, you know, it was a really bad look for him. So that's why that, you know, the crowd is going crazy the way they're going crazy. Because there actually was a mayor that got, you know, caught up on some cocaine charges back in the day. So, for those of y'all that didn't know.
Can't have no cokehead president.
Hell no.
He be selling nuclear secrets for $20, $30 and shit. He'll be in meetings embarrassing America. Come on. Sign the treaty, baby. I suck your dick. Like, what the? Mr. President. Mr. President, that is not how we do business here, sir. Stop sucking the ambassador's dick. No, let him finish.
Yo, he a fool, man. He a fool, bruh.
Peace in Israel, finally.
He a fool, man.
I'd vote for Clinton again if I could. At least it's always better. Now again, I'm not looking at his politics. Don't know what his politics are. I'm just looking at his behavior. I understand that kind of behavior. I know a lot of dudes with them shortcomings. Weed smoking fornicators. There's a lot of them. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Bill Clinton was not the first president to do what he did. Now let's just
he being honest, man. You know, and you know, and for those of y'all that are conspiracy theorists, I mean, y'all already understand that. But you know, I mean, we being just completely honest. I mean, George Clinton wasn't the first person to do what he did, but he was just the first president that got caught. Let's just call it what it is. He got caught. You know, there's a whole bunch of other dudes that have probably done some that shit, if not worse. You know, so I mean, he ain't wrong about it.
Let's think back for a minute. Remember a guy named Kennedy, John F. Kennedy? Remember him? He fucked Marilyn Monroe. Matter of fact, him and his brother Bobby fucked Marilyn Monroe. And history doesn't talk about that much. You know why history doesn't talk about that much? Because those 2 pages in history are stuck together. They was getting it on.
Yeah.
They were getting it on.
Yeah, and for those of y'all that follow the Kennedy story, man, y'all already understand. Like, you know, it's funny how, you know, history likes to kind of. History is written by the people who, you know, who dictate things. You know what I'm saying? And so it's funny how, you know, the Kennedys kind of come across as like, you know, in the history books as this pristine family that just, you know, did no wrong. You know what I mean? And nah, man, the Kennedys were into some shit, man. The Kennedys were into some really, really deep shit. And they were not the squeaky clean family that history wants you to believe that they were. They just weren't. And anybody who understands history and really knows history like that knows that I'm telling the truth. Like, it just, they just weren't. They were, I mean, there was rumors about them being involved with the mob. You know, they were sleeping with Monroe. You know, I mean, it's a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of stuff that was going on, man. It's a lot of stuff.
I seen the tapes. Remember the tapes she was singing on there? She was party, stressing them out. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Bitch, my family's here.
Oh, shit.
Clinton did the same thing, but he didn't do it like that. Because it's the year 2000, he's busier than Kennedy was. He was a busy man. Clinton did that kind of thing the way busy men do it. You know what busy men do? They fuck who's close to them. I can tell that's what Clinton was up to. Look like he just stuck his head out the office door and shit. Oh, boy. You, come here. I made my penis up for my 3:30, come on. Oh, boy. He's probably looking at Kennedy's picture and shit.
Oh, shit, man. I think that's pretty much it, man. But, yo, oh, man, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about, man. Yo, Dave Chappelle is just funny as fuck, man. You know, while he is hilarious, you know, there are certain aspects of his comedy, man, that's just true. You know what I'm saying? I agree with a lot of this stuff. But, yo, man, that's going to do it for this video. Link to this video will be down in the description below if you want to go check it out for yourself. And with that, man, stay lit, be you, and stay true, man. Love y'all, man. Peace!